Mm, mm, mm. So I clean up what I messed up, started my life over again. Hey, what's up, Shannon the Vid? How y'all doing, family? Make sure when you come in the room, when you come on in the room, oh, come on in the room. Make sure when you come on in the room, you come on with some likes. All righty. Hey, Madupeo, what's up? What's up? Hey, Dominique. Hey, Simply Simone. Uh, Listen, we're going to talk about that Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. Girl. Hey, Jazzy for Life. Hey, Jamal. Hey, fam, what's going on? So glad to be here with you. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Coco Bean. Hey, family. Andy, what's up? Andy's back. Hey, Amira. So I cleaned up what I messed up. Let me bring this up a bit and bring this over a bit. It's coming from here. Have to fix my lighting. Hold on. Hold on. Better. Better. I'm just jealous. I don't know if I told y'all about this, but if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, the best background to get is like this kind of sequence background, because this is how I conduct light, especially if you're dark like me, dark chocolate. You can conduct light through this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating the perfect light around this beautiful chocolate almondy face. So that's why I got this, because I'm conducting light around my face. Yeah, there we go. A little trick, family. Hey, Bucker with $3. I know you will be here for this one. Hey, Josie. Oh, Josie. No, it wasn't. This one wasn't better. Listen, let's be real. The Real Housewives of Orange County doesn't give it. They just have not been giving it for a really long time. Hey, Chrissy Howard. Hey, Jean Gray. Hey, Mary. Hey, Dylan. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Hey, Missa. Oh, my goodness. Coco. Absolutely, Coco, because they have nothing going on. Nothing. Nothing is going on with this season, and nothing has been going on with these ladies for a very long time. Yeah, that's our life here. So what we're going to do is, because we're probably going to chat longer than the review, because they haven't been giving anything, but I did want to talk about this season because there are some interesting things going on, but not interesting enough for me. But we'll talk. We will talk. We will most certainly talk. Hold on, let me get my notes. I've been craving for a very long time garlic knots from New Jersey. There's this garlic knot place. Is it in Belmar? It's somewhere in Jersey, and I really wanted to go this year, but I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to go because of how everything is locked down, because LA is going to re-lock down again. So I might never get my garlic knots from Jersey, but I hopefully if it doesn't snow when I go back home for Christmas, hopefully I can, take a trip out there. But I have been craving garlic knots. And I'm like, am I craving garlic knots because the Real Housewives of New Jersey is coming back? When does that season premiere? Because I'm like, why am I craving garlic knots from Jersey? When is that season starting back? Because I want to see what they're doing. I hope they got some new girls. It's about high time for Jersey to diversify. It really, really is. I know we want to stick with the Italian American community, but Jersey is diverse. It's time. I feel like it's time for all these shows. It's definitely time for Orange County. Orange County is just really dry I think just because we're a bit sick of this cast, and I think they need to shake it up. You know, culturally, class wise, so much is just. Whoo, we need all of these shows, all these housewife shows need a rehaul. We need a serious rehaul. Oh, yes, Coco, the best garlic knots are in Jersey. Hey, Petty Boop, love the name. Hey, Chris. Oh, Jersey's coming back in February? Oh, gosh. Will we be interested? That's a long little break. Hey, Joyce. Umi, what's up, sis? Hey, Shawana. Jamal, I feel you. Jamal said just scrap OC and make a franchise in San Francisco. I agree. I agree. Not your typical teacher. What's up? Oh, girl, I used to do that too. That's actually how I got into YouTube because um, I'm a dark-skinned actress and they never knew how to do my makeup on set. So I would like lie on my survival job, use all like my sick time and say, that I was dealing with something or I had a doctor's appointment when I would actually be on set filming the show. Listen, never leave your survival job until you know you got some serious coins coming in. I was not leaving that receptionist job. I would be at that job and they would be like, did I see you on this show? And I was like, oh, I don't think so. No. I was not leaving my survival job until I got some coins. But because I didn't know how the hair and makeup just did not know how to do my hair or makeup on set because it's the industry and Hollywood caters to, white people and like lighter skinned actors. And so they don't really take out the time to hire people who can do our hair and makeup. So I actually got into YouTube because I did not know how to do my own makeup. So I would show up to set and I would look a mess because they would like do all types of stuff to my skin and hair and they didn't know what they were doing. So I actually started on YouTube, finding beauty vloggers and hair vloggers, trying to find out how to do my hair for set. And I would be at my survival job with my headphone in one ear, have my natural curls over this ear, because everybody would come in this way. So I didn't want to leave this air unattended. This air needed to be ready for when somebody comes in to be present. You know what I mean? But this air had my headphone in. I would put it through my shirt, put my headphone in here, pull my hair down, and I would have like my computers right here, and I would just have it right here. Like right on my computer, and I'd just be watching YouTube stuff. And as soon as somebody came, I will put my phone under my mat, under my mouse mat, and I was like, yes, okay. I'll fax it right over. Now let me see what Jackie Ina is saying. You know what I mean? So that's how I got on YouTube. So I know what that life is like. I know what that is, sitting at my desk cracking up and nobody knows what I'm doing. Oh gosh. Hey Alicia from Orlando. Hey SCP. Hey it's Kima. Hey Misty. Hey Soprano 2. For life, baby. For life. Anyway, if you are here just for the review, and I got my baby. Let me get my notes up before we start. Because we got to get into this so we can, do our chit and chat. Because, when the show is boring, I have more fun chat. I always have fun chatting with you guys, but I look forward to the chat when the episode is just boring. Anyway, if you are here to just watch the review starts now. Let's get into it. Okay. The Real Housewives of Orange County. I didn't I'm not going to review episode 1 or episode 2 because it's just nothing, guys. It's boring. This season is already starting off boring. Last season was boring. I wasn't excited about it, but I know it's something that I've been reviewing for like 3 years now. So I just, wanted to stay on brand, but they're not giving anything. I don't feel like this show, like I don't feel like the OC ladies put in work anymore. I really, really don't. The drama right now that this season is about the size of Gina's house. Condo, because they make sure to let you know that it's a condo. And I'm like, this is the drama. This is giving me Puppygate. It's giving me Puppygate. And I'm just like, Andy, and this is what these women are bringing every season. It's time to recast. It's time to recast. It's time to move this show into a different era, because this isn't working right now. This is the best they have going on. From episode 1 to episode 3, I don't have anything. Like, what are we going to talk about? The fact that the ladies think that Gina has a small condo. That's the drama. That's why you're getting in all of these fights. The 30-second trailer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta was more interesting than these past 3 episodes. They do not, in my opinion, do enough work to earn a TV show spot. You know what I mean? Because it's very expensive to put on a TV show, whether it be regular drama, comedy, action, series, whatever it is. Even reality TV is not as expensive, but it is very expensive. And I'm just like, these ladies are just showing up to work, doing the bare minimum. Because I'm like, this is going to be the drama this season. Gina's condo and how tiny it is for Orange County. We don't got nothing else going on. I can't believe it, because this episode, I was just like, because I like binge watch everything up until, the most current episode. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe that I'm sitting here missing Tamara. Say what you want about Tamara. She's messy. Her son, gives off mass shooter. Yes, he does. But she's interesting. She will be messy. She will do something that will bring some kind of drama or I don't know, that will just put the ladies to work. She was somebody who I felt put in work, whether you liked her or not. She gave you a reason to tune in. And these ladies are just like, what did they say about my condo? This is it. This is it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to give me a freaking sex scandal. Not when the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is going to give me a girl that slept and married her grandfather to keep the money in the family. You got to do more. You got to do more. Not when Sonya on the Real Housewives of New York, every time you see her, she's down in a bottle of Hennessy and falling from a table. She's doing something. Crying about how she's broke. Crying about how she's a Morgan. And then Dorinda is dragging her, telling her that she's not a Morgan. Like, you gotta bring it. They are not bringing it. I just don't think they're earning their spot. Ladies. Whew, it's time to recast. And y'all know how I am. I hate to take a check away from another woman. But if you're not bringing anything, what are we tuning in for? What are we tuning in for? Because the way this season is going, the biggest thing that is that will happen on this season has already happened. And it's the God. No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. The face is just a little too young to be dealing with this. It's giving me this show, The Real Housewives of Orange County, needs to be on the Paramount Network. You know what I mean? And it needs to be The Real Housewives of Orange County's, wealthiest old folks home. Because y'all have nothing going on. There's no drama. There's no fun. There's nothing. It's all boring. Anyway, enough dragging of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Let's go into what they did give this current episode. Speaking of Gina, Mama, why is this man and all his freaking kids in your condo, your little condo? Why is he in your condo? You just met him. Remember, she was dating another dude last season, and then she met this dude during the time that the season was off, and they weren't filming. And now he's in your condo with his children. I'm sorry, he don't have a house to put you and them kids in. He needed your condo for him and his children. Sis, you starting off wrong. You are starting off wrong. No shade, but you barely got enough money to take care of you and your kids, and now you're taking care of a man and his children. Gina, it's not smart. It's not smart. I said this about Gina before, but I'm gonna reiterate it. Gina is a relationship woman. Like, she is somebody who does not know who she is outside of a relationship, because she married her high school sweetheart. Her and her ex had been together since they were like 14 years old. So her whole identity was him. You know what I mean? And that time that she had by herself, she was struggling because she was going back and forth, to him, still sleeping with him while he's sleeping with somebody else and living his best life. Like she did not know what life was outside of him, or I think she didn't want to know. And so as soon as she got free of him, she has this freedom and she jumps into another relationship with another man. And the time that we see her and hear from her, it's all about this man. So she's saying she loves him. She's moved him and his kids into her condo, and she's telling the ladies everything about him. So when she's meeting with the ladies, it's, oh, he did this. Oh, he's so funny. Oh my goodness, I love him. So her identity now is wrapped up in another man. I think she's the kind of woman who would be afraid to be with herself because she doesn't know who that girl is. But I would encourage her to do that. To like, just don't date for a minute. Get to know who you are. You know what I mean? Get comfortable with your life without your husband, without somebody else, and it's just you and your kids. But not everybody is like that. But I think she's doing herself a disservice by jumping into another relationship without jumping into a relationship with herself. That's what I think she would really benefit from, because I don't think we've ever really met the real Gina. I think we just meet Gina in relationships, and her identity is in her man or her children. We don't really know who she is. And I think who she really is somebody that will really help this show elevate. But we probably won't get that because I think she's a relationship girl. But I'm just like, you don't move no man into your home with his children. I'll be like, oh, wait, you coming over here to the condo with your kids? You, where your house? Oh, you don't have one. Oh, so are you getting one for all of us, or? Oh no. Oh, my place. Your kids are okay. No. We can just be friends. We can just be friends. No, can't take me from a condo to a house. What are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with our girl Gina. I miss Vicky. Throw your tomatoes. I miss her. I miss that kooky woman who built this show. I miss her. And I think it's the fault of the other women, because we should not be missing people who got on our nerves for a very long time. Like Vicky never got on my nerves. I didn't like the cancer lie that she did. Tamra on my nerves. Not from the beginning. I liked Tamra in the beginning. It was after, I think it was like deep into her relationship with Eddie. She just became somebody that I didn't like. I think it was around the time they started doing that gym. I couldn't get into her. But I've always loved me some. I see tomatoes. I love you, but I always love Vicky. I always love Vicky, and I think it's the fault of the ladies that I'm missing her, because crying and talking about how this is her show and how the ladies don't respect her and she wants to whoop it up. She would give you something. It would be. I just feel like without Vicky and Tamra, the show is just not interesting now, and it's not because Vicky and Tamra are so good. It's because that the ladies are weak without them. That's just the truth, T. It really, really is. And we're going to see the same thing in that. We may see the same thing in Atlanta without Nene. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that, Atlanta can, keep it up and not have a space where we're missing the comedy or the shade of Nene. I really hope for them that they can, bring it without her, because if not, they're going to negotiate another season with this woman, because she's also in a humble place right now. You know what I mean? So if not, we may see Nene next season, not the season coming up, but the season after, season 14. We may see her if they don't bring it. And we may see Tamara and Vicky back next season if these ladies don't bring it. So far, they have not. They have not. I miss her. I don't miss the Trace Amigas, but I miss Vicky. She would give you a scene. She would give you a scene. Let's talk about the chick that replaced her. This Vargas chick, Elizabeth Vargas. At first, I was just like, is she a news reporter on Good Morning America or Today? That's what I thought she was. And then I saw her and I was like, oh, I don't know who this Elizabeth Vargas is. I like her. I like Elizabeth for the show. She's a cool chick. She's fun. A little butch, but that's okay. Elizabeth was a little butch. I was just like, you were a trophy wife? Okay. Because I got married. You know what I mean? I grew up dirt poor. But then I got married and I just became a billionaire's wife. Give me a beer. She's very real butch. Like real, hey, how we doing? You want me to push the truck with my teeth? Like she gives me that, but I like her. I like her. My only issue with her is that she's very problematic on Instagram. Mama, stop drinking and doing these, racially tinged Instagram story videos because baby, it's not looking good for you. And I like you for the show. So I want her to come back, but she got to delete her Instagram because that Instagram is real problematic, extremely problematic. Outside of her Instagram, I like her for this show. She's chill. She's an open book. You know what I mean? She told us about her father, who is Mexican, wanting her to pass, not wanting her to know her culture because he didn't want her to, basically experience discrimination and be shunned by the society that they were in. Obviously, they probably raised her in a white community, so he didn't want her to be othered, because of his experience, right? She also talked about how her father's an alcoholic and he died from alcoholism. Like right off the bat, Elizabeth was just, I'm gonna let y'all in, not ashamed of it, just introducing us to her. And then she told us about her very young tech boyfriend who's also Mexican, who she's excited to be with him. I think Elizabeth, I'm not saying that she's not into this guy, right? Her boyfriend, but I think that he is also a way for her to connect to her father, because she really is in love with the fact that he's Mexican. And I think she's trying to reconnect side of her that she couldn't embrace. And that side was from her father, who was gone. So I think with this boyfriend, it's a way for her to connect with her father in some kind of way, even if it's just understanding the culture that he didn't want her to partake in because he was trying to protect her. That's what I feel is going on there. Nothing bad, but I kind of noticed that. Also, let's talk about the fact that her and her boyfriend are not having sex. I don't think it's the reason that Elizabeth gave us, right? Hold on, my cushion is getting on my nerves. What's going on? Oh God, is my butt getting too big? This not good. I know I'm Black. We all should want a big butt. I do. But my butt goes this way. It doesn't go the opposite. I need my butt to go boom, not pow. Okay? So no. Yeah. not over here, baby. So I gotta do something. I gotta do a cleanse like Bronwyn. We'll get to that. So anyway, I think that she's telling us that she's not ghetto. This is alive. She's telling us that she's not having sex with him, but I think they're doing a little something. I think that he has her Disneyland in some sort of way. You know what I mean? And I think that she has also, serviced him in some kind of way. I think that she's saying that because she's still married. And I feel like there's something in her divorce, negotiations or something where she can't be in a relationship fully or consummate a relationship. That's what I think. I think it's something there because she was very open with that right away. Oh, we're not having sex. Who says that? None of us needed to know that. But she's telling us that because I feel like she's still dealing with some divorce stuff. And like how she said, I can't talk about it. I can't do certain things. But as soon as I'm divorced, so everything is, as soon as I'm divorced, I'm doing this. As soon as the ink is dry, or even if it's still wet on a divorce decree, I am doing all of this. I'm having sex. I'm going here. I'm telling this. I'm telling that. I think that divorce is real ironclad. Whatever that man got on her is ironclad, and there's only certain things that she can do as long as she still has his last name. You know what I mean? So I think that's the reason. I don't think that they're not having sex because he doesn't want to have sex with a married woman. You can do that crap with your mother, okay? You can tell that to your parents, but you're not telling that to me. Ain't no way Elizabeth Vargas, the trucker, not riding that man to glory. Ain't no way. Come over here, sexy. Sean the service mama. Give me some penis. There's no way. There's no way she's not having sex with that dude. I don't believe it. But she got to say this on TV because she's not trying to mess up her coin. Listen, girl, do what you gotta do. Okay, but I like her. I like Elizabeth for this show. And the reason why I like her because she's the most interesting person on this show thus far. Like every time she comes into a scene, I'm glued in on Elizabeth. I want to hear what Elizabeth has to say. I like the fact that she's not messy. Everybody has brought some kind of drama to her, and she's just like, oh, that girl needs a drink. Like she doesn't get into any other mess. She's just laughing and having a good time. I like her. Because I like you, Elizabeth, I'm gonna give you some advice. No shade, because honey, if I could do it, I would take it, right? But I can't because I keloid. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Atlanta, go to Atlanta, mama, because the butt implants, they not working. Go to Atlanta, right? Get I think it's called the S curve. Go and get the S curve because I feel like you keep on going to, Caucasian surgeons in the OC, and you probably got like a different kind of body, and they don't know how to work with that, especially for the kind of body you trying to get. You want to be snatched in a waist. You want some nice hips, and you want a big butt because I saw where you were trying to go. I saw what you were trying to do with the body. No shade, mama. Not dragging you because if I could do it, I would, right? Go to Atlanta. Let them know that you want the S curve. They will remove those butt implants because they shift every time you walk. It takes me out of the scene because I'm like, oh my God, Elizabeth right butt cheek is up here and the left one is curving over here. So this is what you do. Get them to take out the butt cheek implants, right? Fat transfer. Take a little bit from your arms, take a little bit from your thighs, take a little bit from the waist. They will put that in your behind, in your hips. Mama, because the titties is sitting. You're good there. They will have you snatched. You will be serving video vixen in about 2 months after you heal up. Atlanta, sis, that's where you need to go. You don't have you don't have no thin housewife body, okay? You built like your father's people, okay? So you got to go to somebody who know how to work on, ethnic structures, because you keep on going to the wrong people. You keep on going to the people that Tamara will go to. Tamara's a white woman. I know you passing, honey, but that body is Mexican. So you need to go to somebody who is ethnic, who knows how to work on your kind of body structure. Because, baby, the work is taking me out. It's taking me out. You got to go to the right people who know how to work with that body. I see where you were going, mama. I see and you can get there if you go to Atlanta. They will have you snatched, okay? Walk out of that surgeon's office with an NBA player. Okay, listen, get to work. You're there. But I like Elizabeth. I like her. She's the most interesting so far. I already talked about that. Okay. And although I like you, Elizabeth, let's chat. All these women say it, and I think it's because there's such a stigma on marrying for money, right? And it only comes from women. Nobody says that to the men who are obviously marrying women for money, wealthy women for money. But it's only on the women. We hear this all the time when the women are like, oh my goodness, I met him and it was love at first sight. It was not love at first sight when you're freaking 18 years old. Or no, how old was she? I think she was in her early 20s, working at a community freaking theater. This billionaire walks in. You start, hey, big spender, singing all this stuff to him. And you're just like, oh, we fell in love when we got married. Elizabeth, it's cool to say I fell in love with his support. You know what I mean? Like, he took me out of that community theater when I was making, $6 tips an hour. And he put me in, a bad New York townhouse that was like $18 million. Of course I fell in love with him. You know what I mean? You can say that. You don't have, it was love at first sight. We just fell in love and it was a whirlwind. It wasn't. You know what I mean? You could just be like, I'm 22. There was no way I was interested in this elderly man. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. We as women not going to shame you. Only the broke hating ones, not the girls who know the game. We're not going to hate, and we're the only ones that matter. Who cares about the haters? You know, it's okay to say that, but all of these women said, yeah, I fell in love with him. You know what I mean? When he was rolled by me in that wheelchair by his nurse, he could barely keep his head up. And I just saw that drool come down. I knew, I knew that that was the man I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. No, you got excited because you're just like, listen, I'm hot. He wants me. He's about to die and he's worth $1 billion. That's okay to say. You can, say it in a different way, but it's okay. We get it. We know what it is. Erica Jane, you ain't married that man for money. You're not jumping up and down on that old man. We know. I mean, like, you married that man for money. You didn't marry him because he was, attractive and hot and you loved him. You married the dude for money. It's okay. It's okay. Especially now since you divorcing the dude. It's just like, listen, I ain't had no money. He had money. I like what he could do for me. So I married him. Bam. And move on. But to keep on trying to sell us this story that you felt that you were 22, fell in love with this elderly man. Okay. You think he still had a shot if he was a sales associate at Home Depot at his big age? You think he had a shot with you at 22? Let's stop. Let's stop. But I like you, Elizabeth, but I wasn't buying that story. I hope we fell in love. And he took me all around the world. That's what happened. He took you all around the world. From a trailer to, you're in a cabin in Sweden, bumping elbows with billionaires. I'd be in love too. Let's just talk. Let's just tell the truth, mama. Let's talk about it. Let's tell the truth. Bronwyn. I was debating on if I was going to tell it like it is. You know what I mean? Tell my truth concerning Bronwyn, right? And I was just like, I can't. But this is my show, so I'm gonna tell the truth. So Bronwyn, let's keep our girl in your prayers, right? You know how I feel about her. She's boring. She's boring. You know what I mean? Despite everything that she's going through, she's boring. Bronwyn is not. She's not good for TV, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't want to take a check out of another woman's hands, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Bronwyn on this show. I'm just not. I always say that the most interesting person in Bronwyn's world is that scamming mother, that scamming, manipulative mother. You know what I'm talking about. The poor man's Betsy Johnson. She's more interesting than Bronwyn to me. And I think she fits this cast more than Bronwyn. That aside, I'm praying for her. I hope we all are praying for her, praying that she gets through this, because she revealed something very, very difficult for anybody to do in that situation. And I think she revealed it because she says on the show that she said this because Emily called her out on it. I don't believe that. I think that Bronwyn decided to bring her alcoholism to the show because she probably wasn't coming back. I'm just going to tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't think that I think she was on the chopping block because she just wasn't interesting on her introductory season. She wasn't. Like, her whole storyline, or the most interesting thing about her storyline last season, was her mama. Was her mother. Every time her mom came on, I said, what is this nut job going to say? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. But then it's just, when we don't have her, we just have Bronwyn. Oh, bad choices. Me and my husband have sex with women. No, I have sex with women on his birthday, and he watches. Because he's also banging a dude. Can we just tell the truth and shame the devil? Now, let's just be honest with this couple. Bronwyn and this man. I went to performing arts, high school and college. I know what I see. This is a couple This is an LGBTQ couple. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. They're gonna be on Oprah later talking about how they have, come to terms with who they are. Bronwyn and this man, the one that wears some Kojic, black mama necklaces. Listen, that paparazzi jewelry that he wears. This is an LGBTQ couple who wanted children, who decided to come together and make this situation work. I feel like both of them got partners in apartments in another part of Orange County. Let's just tell it like it. We keep on dancing around it, but we see it. We see it. That would be interesting to me. Like, listen, me and my husband, you know what I mean? We are best, because she always says, we're best friends. We met when we were really young. We're best friends. Y'all probably couldn't come out back then. You know what I mean? But I think that these two, I think the couple is gay. I think they're gay, and they came together to have children. That's why Bronwyn keep on getting knocked up. She said, I keep on getting knocked up because I don't want to drink. You keep on getting knocked up because you and this man are not intimate like that. We have a sex dungeon where we both have sex, but with other people of the same sex. We keep on dancing around it with this couple, but I'm like, not this season. We're going to talk about it. Now, bring me into that. Bring me into this LGBTQ couple with all these kids who got partners in different places, but they're best friends and they want to be together to raise a family. I know people like that. You know what? Harriet Tubman's cousin's brother, baby sister, aunt, know people like that. It's all right to tell us this. I think the alcoholism, which I do think that she has an issue with, you know what I mean? I'm not no expert, but I do think that she has an issue with drinking. I don't think she has an issue with drinking more than the other women, because you have to realize they want these ladies to be unhinged, when they're on this show. So they always provide alcohol. I think Bronwyn just says yes more than a lot of the other ladies. But I do think that she was just like, I have to bring something this season because I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. And okay, this is something that I'm dealing with. I'll just open up about that. I do think she's dealing with it, but I think she brought it to the show for storyline, to remain interesting. But baby, all you had to do was tell us, because she gives us little tidbits, right? Remember, she was just like, on his birthday, we bring another woman in. And yeah, and so I think Tara was just like, oh my God, so you guys have a threesome? No, I have sex with the woman and he watches. Bronwyn. You talking to me, girl. You talking, I've been out in Hollywood long enough to know what I see. So I feel like that would be more interesting. Maybe if she don't do well this season, she'll probably bring us into that. You know what I mean? But outside of that, outside of what Bronwyn isn't talking about, and outside of what she actually is talking about, I still think she's boring. I'm just not interested. I'm just, the other ladies are talking about me. They're talking about me. Lower the damn voice. You are 40 something years old. It's just, I don't know. It's not that I don't like her. I'm not interested in anything that she does on this show. I want her to get help. I do think that she has an issue. I don't think that she will be able to get over it on her own on this show where they encourage you to drink. I think this is the last place that she needs to be on this show when she's dealing with alcoholism. I think she's having a really difficult time, getting over her issues with drinking, because like she said, I don't like not being able to have a drink, because then without drinking, I have to deal with everything that I'm dealing, with. But I use the alcohol to, cloud that noise, right? But she's on a show that encourages her to drink. I don't think that this is where she should be doing it. I don't think that she should be going through this journey on camera alone, doing it by herself. I think she needs to be in AA meetings. I think she needs a sponsor. I think she needs a therapist. You know what I mean? I also think she needs to come to terms with her sexuality. There's a lot of stuff that Bronwyn got brewing, and I think alcoholism is helping, the alcohol, the drinking is helping her cover that up. But now that she don't have that no more, now mother is unraveling, right? So she's going after people. She's like, even when she was on the phone with Gina, she just read her for filth and hung up. I was like, okay, girl, does this does Gina deserve all of this heat? Because it's giving me a light version of Monique and Candace. Like, I'm just like, does Gina deserve all of this? Is this really all for Gina? Or are you dealing with something else? We will never know, because the only thing she has told us about, I think, she told us what she thinks the Orange County audience can accept. But I'm like, girl, just try it. Try us. Tell us everything and see how we'll handle it. I think this audience will be a lot more acceptable of who Bronwyn is than she thinks. That's what I think. But I just, yeah, even with all of this, I'm just like, I don't. I'm glad that she's sharing this. It doesn't make her more interesting to me. It doesn't make me still want to see her on the show. I'm like, okay, you revealed this. You still draw boots. You still draw boots. And even in scenes with Bronwyn and her family, I'm not even, looking at Bronwyn, who is supposed to be the one that we're focusing on. I'm looking at her son's curly afro. You know what I mean? I'm watching this and I'm just like looking at his afro while Bronwyn is doing all this talking, zoning out from her, looking at her son's afro, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, kinky curly. He probably should use that, because he got a different pattern here, and he may need to use Miss Jessie's on this side, because I feel like he's a 2B here and a 1A here. Like, I'm all in this kid's scout, because what his mama is saying does nothing for me. It's like I don't care about Bronwyn. I don't care about her story. I don't know. Maybe the ladies are just too big of a personality for her to be around. I don't know. I don't know, but she just does not do it for me on this show. And I felt so bad for saying it. But you know what? There, I said it. Now it's out. It is what it is. Let's get into Crazy Kelly. Listen, I don't agree with everything that Kelly says or does. She's good TV. She is good TV. So what's happening with Kelly this season is that she's finally moving out of that Section 8 beach house apartment that she was living in. And I'm happy for her. Mother is upgrading to another rental. Let me tell you something about these ladies in OC. They are not people that do ownership. They will rent these beautiful mansions in these beautiful areas, and that will be it. They're not thinking about being owners. They like moving around to different places. What I think, this is how I know that Kelly was the only one paying rent in her place. Full time. Like, that's why Kelly was living there for 2 years, because she was living in a place that was affordable. I still think it was Section 8. Maybe she got a little WIC money, but something was up with that. Anyway, she could afford that all year round. I think what these ladies do is they rent these big mansions, and because Bravo pays some portion of that of their rental while they're filming there, for the time that they're filming, so they only really have to pay for this huge mansion. They only really have to pay for about 5 or 6 months worth of rent, because while Bravo is filming there, they pay to film in her home. So in the lady's home. So it's just like, I get this really nice mansion on the beach in a really nice area that I could not afford on my own, but I can afford paying, 5 or 6 months worth of this rent, not the whole year. That's why, aside from Kelly and Vicky, all the ladies were moving different places. They were all like, every time you see Shannon, every season, she's in a new home, because she can't do the rent full time, but she can do it part time when she's not with David. Who we saw some flashbacks of David. I was like, oh, I forgot that David was fine. How did that happen? That man, is David Caucasian? Is he fully? Is he an Elizabeth Vargas? What's going on? Because he fine. I'm sorry, Shannon. That man looked good. Anyway, that's what they do. And I'm just like, wow, how much is Bravo paying y'all? I mean, I know there's no way that Bravo is giving these ladies Atlanta paychecks or New York. But I mean, they're not giving y'all enough to actually buy a home. They just rent all over OC. I was just like, wow. And y'all got the nerve to come at Gina, who actually bought her condo. Y'all talking about her, and she's an owner. Y'all renters. The nerve. The nerve. But yeah, Kelly has finally moved out of her Section 8 apartment, and she's moved into another big rental with another fiance. Remember last season, she had a different fiance? It's a new fiance this season, and I feel like Kelly is always telling us about how much sex she has with these men and their sex drive, because she knows that these men are like, not the, they're not a Brad Pitt, you know what I mean, in his heyday or today, right? So I think she tries to throw in that they're so great in bed to justify her being with these men, to be like, I mean, I know he's like, 60, but he doesn't look it. And, his penis is like a 29-year-old. Girl, it's okay. He got money. It's fine. You don't have to lie to us. You don't, Kelly. We get it. And that's what I was talking about with Elizabeth and all the ladies on the show. They try to do these things to justify the fact that they are with these older men who have a lot of money. It's okay. It's okay to be like, he takes care of me financially, and I like that about him. It's okay to say that. You don't have to tell us that although he has a 60-year-old face, he has the abs of a 29-year-old and a penis of an 18-year-old and a sex drive of a 15-year-old. Like, well, girl, you don't got to do all that. He got money, period. Happy for you, girl. And I'm happy for your next fiance next season. Because Kelly gonna keep on going until she get the right fish. I don't know if this man is going to stay around. Her daughter is getting so big. It's so adorable. Is that all I had to say about Kelly? Yeah, that's all I had to say about Kelly. She wasn't really problematic. Kelly's just problematic all across the board on this show and on Instagram, on Twitter, whatever. But she's good for the show. I couldn't hang out with her, but I could watch her on TV. We already talked about Bronwyn. Talked about Kelly in the Section 8 apartment. Talked about the ladies being renters and not owners. Let me get something to drink because I forgot about this one. We got another little hard topic to talk about. Make sure when you come in the room, guys, you're coming in the room with your likes. I like Bronwyn, right? As a person, as a character on this show, no. Do I believe that she suffers with alcoholism and that she has an issue with drinking? Absolutely. Do I think that she is using it to garner sympathy and attention? Absolutely. Bronwyn, I'm sorry, because Bronwyn does this whole thing. Okay. So at this point, nobody knows that she's dealing with alcoholism aside from Emily and her family. I can see her family dealing with it because they live with her and they understand that they already know what's going on. She told Emily, because Emily called her out last season. That was the story that she told us. I didn't believe it. Like I said before, I think Bronwyn knew she had to bring it. So she was just like, you know what? I'm going to just open up my life a little bit and talk about this. Because last year, she was trying to make it about her kids. Not saying that we didn't care, but it just wasn't interesting enough. Now, this year, she's letting us know about her alcoholism. I think every year that Bronwyn stays on this show, she'll open up about something else if she's not doing well with the viewers. So now she's opening up about the alcoholism. But Bronwyn is saying constantly that she doesn't want to tell anybody about it. She doesn't want anybody to know. But anytime she's around anybody, she's telling them. She's telling them that she got a problem with alcohol. And I'm like, girl, nobody was talking about that. Nobody was forcing you to say anything. Like, why are you bringing it up? I get that, she had to say something to Shannon because Shannon thought that she was pregnant and didn't believe the cleanse. But I'm like, Shannon didn't have to pry. She really, really didn't. It was like, oh, I know you think I'm pregnant. I'm an alcoholic. My mother is forcing me to say. It's just, she's just volunteering this information. But then she's saying, oh, well, they forced me. They forced my hand. Nobody did that to you. You're volunteering this information. And I think she volunteers it at a time where she wants to gain sympathy for something that she did wrong. And she wants to throw it out there. Like at Shannon's party, she already know that she's about to see Gina. She knows that Gina is coming. And so as soon as Shannon says something about tequila, she starts having a breakdown. So she's running to the bathroom crying in the midst of this party. She went the most crowded route to the bathroom while she's breaking down and crying. Then she's in the bathroom. It's okay. I'm going to be okay. Not saying that the woman don't have a problem. I'm just saying I feel like she uses that problem to garner sympathy and attention, because the whole party, she's no, I'm okay. It's fine. No, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'm okay. Right? The whole party. So everybody is looking like, okay, well, something's going on with this woman, right? Then it's when Gina confronts her, when Shannon confronts her about things, I'm going through a lot. I'm like, here it comes. She's going to let them know that she has an issue. I'm dealing with a lot, okay? I'm dealing with a lot. You know this. I can't say it, but I will. And for your information, I get Gina was just like, you got to stop the drinking. But for your information, I'm 30 days sober. Throws the drink and runs away. Do I think she has an issue? Yes, I do. She's doing the most with it, though. She's doing the most. She is doing the most. She's giving me Gypsy Rose's mama. And if you know who Gypsy Rose is, you know what I'm talking about. This is what she's giving me. I see it, Bronwyn. I see it, and I'm like, girl, I can't rock with you, right? How I know this is because I am someone who deals with the same thing. My father is a recovering addict, right? I am the middle child. I am a performer. I am also somebody who struggles with wanting affection and attention because I did not receive that from a very valuable and important parent in my life. Your mother and your father are very important pillars in your life. So I struggle with that a lot. No shock that I'm an actress, right? So because I didn't get that from him as a child, as I grew up, I started to look for that in men, like attention and, being very vulnerable, changing myself, making something very small about me very big to see who would feel, who would run to me, who would give me the attention that I didn't receive from somebody else when I was very young. So it could be a little thing. It could be, me having the flu, and I could be like, oh, this is the end. This is the end. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, but I'm dying. Take some NyQuil and sit down, right? So I can see it in Bronwyn because it's something that I've been struggling with my whole life. Now that I know what it is, I'm very conscious of when I feel like I'm pushing it, and I'm like, okay, Nikki, is it really that big? Or or are you in this space right now where you are looking for that kind of attention? So I'm very aware of what I do. So that's why I can really identify with Bronwyn in that way, because she is somebody who was dealing with a parent who shipped her away, made her feel like a problem. In her entire life, she's been wanting to have some kind of yearning from her mother for her. So she gets on this show, she brings her mom on, she thinks that's going to be enough for her mom. It's not enough for her mom because her mom wants to be on the show and she wants to replace Bronwyn. So what she thought would get her mom in her life like she wanted, or get her mom wanting to be with her more, backfired, and the mom just wants to replace her. So she's constantly seeking this kind of attention from everybody in her life because the mom don't give it to her. So yes, do I think homegirl has an issue? Absolutely. Do I think homegirl uses that or is going to use that this season to garner sympathy from people and to manipulate people into accepting her flaws and her poor behavior? Absolutely. Absolutely. She's an attention seeker. A lot of us are like that. Hello, there's I was about to say there's nothing wrong with it. There's a lot wrong with it, but I get it and I understand and I gotta call it out because I see it. I recognize it. I'm like, girl, you want these people to feel bad for you. Nobody knows what's going on, right? But you want them to overlook the fact that you were talking trash about somebody's home and being real messy. Oh, I owned it. I said that. I said it and I owned it. Okay. Who cares? I love that Emily was just like, okay, you owned it. That don't make it right. You know, like you said it, you owned it. Now you got to fix it. But instead of fixing it, I'm dealing with a lot. Don't nobody care if you're talking trash about somebody. Gina, she doesn't need to give you any sympathy. One, she doesn't know your situation. Her issue with you is that you're talking bad about her. So to throw in, oh, I owned it, but I'm dealing with a lot. Why does that matter? It should have been, I said that about you and I apologize because I was wrong. I was mad about this. Can we fix it? No, it's I'm going to throw my alcoholism out there so that you could be the bad guy and I will never have to atone for anything that I did or make up for any of the poor behavior that I did or recognize that I was wrong in this situation. And I feel like she's going to do that the entire season. I gotta call it like I see it. She has an issue, but she is going to use that issue in a very negative way that will not get her the sympathy that she's looking for. I think it's going to backfire. It already backfired at this party because, you know, I'm 30 days sober, throwing a drink. Ain't nobody run after you. Shannon is still pissed. Listen, Shannon said it. I honestly believe that Shannon said it. But Ron, when you being messy, and this is supposed to be your girl, why are you telling somebody who don't like her what she said about her really good girlfriend? You know it's going to get back. So you have to be responsible for that, for your poor behavior and for what you did to your friend, right? Shannon, you and Shannon were talking mess about Gina's home off camera. Shannon didn't think that it would make it to camera. Yes, Shannon said it. I absolutely believe that she said it, but she's going to fight it because there's no shady editor that's going to do a flashback of what she said about Gina's home to Bronwyn. So she's going to fight that and she's going to call Bronwyn the liar, right? Even though I honestly believe that she said it. So yes, Shannon said it, right? But Bronwyn, oh, you were drinking. Now everybody is a drunk around her because she's been sober 30 days. So she is the only one in the group that has a clear head. You were going to make people not like you and not support you in this journey because of how you are leading out Bronwyn. And again, I think because the girl isn't drinking and, you know, dealing with her problems that way, she's, like she said, she's dealing with a lot. But you're not the only one. And you can't expect people to overlook the harm that you are causing them and give you sympathy because you're dealing with a lot when they're dealing with a lot and they're treating you with respect. So that's my thing with Bronwyn. Shannon. Like I said, Shannon definitely said it. Shannon is another one who I feel like with Gina is moving way too fast. You know what I mean? She made sure to let us know that this man, her new boyfriend, is not living with her. Do I think that she is in love? No, I don't. I think that her ex-husband, who's still hot, has a 30-year-old girlfriend, and she wants to let him know that she's doing okay without it, like she's happier. Because when I was in my marriage, I wasn't happy. Okay. He didn't support me, but he supports me and he loves me. What did you say? You still in love with that fine man. It's okay. It's okay. He rejected you. He hurted you. He cheated on you with somebody who was younger and tighter and blonder. So you can feel bad about that, right? But it's okay to miss that. It's okay, because you keep on talking about David. You keep on bringing him up to say that you're over him, that you're happier without him, and that you were not in a good place when you were with him. How long have y'all not been together? Why are we still talking about David? Why are we comparing David to this new man who, let's just tell the truth and shame the devil, ain't no David? I'm glad you got a boo, but he ain't no David. Let's just be honest, right? So I think that she is moving very fast with this man because David moved very fast with the side chick. So I think she wants to catch up to him and also show the kids, the world, and David that she's moved on as well. It's okay if you don't move on as fast as him. It's okay, but I think just like Gina, I feel like she's moving a bit too fast for this dude. Why is his daughter? You met him like a year ago. Why is his daughter in your business or working in your business? Why is he making decisions for your business? It's like these women are telling us, well, I'm independent now. I was this housewife and my all I did was cook and clean and take care of the kids. Now I'm on my own. Now I'm independent. I don't need I don't need my my ex-husband anymore. I am going to use his money to, invest in this business, and I want to do it on my own. I want to show my daughters that you can be an independent, smart businesswoman. But I just met this dude and now he's all in my business, making decisions for my business, him and his children. But you're supposed to be independent, letting your daughters know that you don't need a man to help you do anything. You can do it on your own. But you're showing them that you obviously do. You obviously need some kind of male leadership in your life to feel successful or to feel like you're accomplishing something and doing and on the right path. And that's the same. I feel like Shannon and Gina are the same people because they are women whose identity is in their family, in their marriage, in their children. Now that they're stepping out of that, they're having a very hard time not going back into the same behaviors, not going back into that same lifestyle because they really don't know anything else. They got into it when they were so young. And now we're here, right? So I'm happy that Shannon is, investing her divorce money into a business. I just feel like her new man and his kids should not be all up in. And I get when you're older, you move a bit faster because you know what you want. Shannon don't need to move this fast because she's moving fast into a situation that is starting to look very similar to what she comes out of. The guy is nice now. How is he going to act when y'all go through a little something, when the business don't do well, or when you don't take his advice? You got to know these things first before you allow him into your business that you're leaving to your children. Because once he gets into it and y'all don't work out, he still has some claim to it. He can sue you and be like, oh, that was my idea. I gave her that. And then whatever product you was trying to put out, you can't put out because you're still in court with him fighting over monies for this product or whatever that you're doing. When I saw him at the table, when I saw him walk in and tell, everybody at the meeting that he's sorry that he was late, I'm like, why is he sorry that he was late? Why is he in your business meeting? Why is his daughter working for you? Oh, child, oh, child, oh, child, oh, child. I mean, I feel like I want women to have the heart of a woman and wisdom of a man. Because ain't no man let no woman in his business like not no chick he dating. You're not coming to my you're not coming to Carl's business meetings if y'all just dating. Not even common law marriage are you coming to Carl's business. You're not gonna know none of Carl's businesses, okay? That's why you don't know where them accounts are, okay? That's why you don't know that Carl is just like, oh, I'll give her this because Carl got money all over the world. Ain't no man gonna bring you in like that. Not that early in a relationship. So I'm just like, Shannon, I just don't want you to make the same mistakes, but you probably will. You probably will. But listen, I'm happy that at least she, has some guy that's giving her attention. Because that's what Shannon wants. I'm happy. I'm happy for the Uno Amiga. Can we talk about that? So this is another reason why I think that Shannon said that mess about what's her name? Gina's home, right? But again, it wasn't on camera, so she's going to defend it. I also think that she doesn't want that out because she's a solo amiga. She's a uno amiga, right? She don't have her girls. So Shannon would get in arguments with the other ladies, but she always knew that she had two OGs who had her back, who were big personalities, Tamara and Vicky. Now that she doesn't have those two women, she don't want to create no issues with anybody in the group. She'd rather create an issue with Bronwyn, who was still very new to the group, than create an issue with Gina and Emily. And there's another one, and Kelly, right? She does not want to be on the outs with them because you guys know, once somebody ice you out, your filming is cut and Shannon needs this money. She don't need her episodes cut down. She don't need to be beefing with these women because she can't take them on her own. So she don't want no problems. So she didn't like that Bronwyn even said that to the women because she's out there on her own now. Ain't nobody going to protect her because a lot of the ladies don't really trust her right now because of how she was with the Trace Amigas. So she is on her own. She's on an island by herself. She has to build new relationships. She has to walk a fine line because she really doesn't have any kind of allegiance or alliances in this group right now. So for Bronwyn to bring that up, that really pissed her off because she's just like, okay, even if I did say it, why are you telling it to these women that I have to like make amends with and be chill with? Because if not, I'm getting iced out of the show and I might not be coming back either. So that's another reason why she was pissed off with her, because she's by herself now and she has to do some work. She got to repair some relationships. She going to talk some crap about Vicky and Tamara. It is what it is. It's the game is the game. You got to survive on this show. And I think Shannon, listen, she need the money. She going to do what she got to do. To hell with the Trace Amigas, especially if she don't think they're coming back. Don't you dare accuse me of something that I said. It slipped out, girl. You exposed yourself. But because you were so manic, nobody was really paying attention. But you said it. Don't you dare accuse me of something that I said. Okay. Because you did say it. It's good. It's okay. It's okay. You was talking crap about Gina's sad, tiny condo. But baby, she owns it. She owns it. She can't get evicted out of her property. If you know what, she probably can. Because that mortgage is late. Anyway, but at least she still owns it. Her name is on the deed. Where's yours? Okay? Don't be talking you don't be no renter and talking trash about an owner. Get your weight up. Emily. I always like Emily. Y'all know I never had any issues with Emily. My only issue with Emily is that I feel like she doesn't know that she can do a lot better than that sassy little husband who cusses her and the ladies out when he feels like it. I think this season, Rumpelstiltskin is going to do a lot better because in the scenes that we saw him in with Emily, he was kinder. You know, he's still not taking a lot of signals because she wants an affectionate partner. She really, really does. And he just, I don't know if he can do it, but I felt like he took notes from the viewers last season with how he treated his wife. So listen, I'm interested because, you know, I'm not one who wants people to break up. I feel like if it's working for you and you're happy, stay in it. Emily did not look happy last season. But if Rumpelstiltskin puts in the work, these two, you know, can have a successful, long marriage. But sis, if he starts to revert back, get out. You know what I mean? You still got body. You know what I mean? You still can salvage your life. You do not, because listen, maybe it's just me, but I'm not looking down and getting cussed out by my man. Okay? I'm already doing you a favor with all this body and height by being with you. You're not going to be looking up to me and cussing me out and getting me together. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I don't want to be with you then. Huh? How about that? Why don't you sit down and get out of my face? I was studying for the what is it, LSAT? Whatever. I was studying for the bar. You excuse me? You talking to me? Me? The Amazon that did you a favor by being with you? Okay. Not me. Not me. But Emily, if you found love, you found love. But I'm just like, this man is going to have to respect you, or you just need to bounce. You could still salvage your life. I'd be damned if I'm crying over a dude that's 4'2". No shade. No shade to short men. No shade to people who are 4'2". But I'm not going to be on national TV crying over a 4'2" man. That's just me. I'm not crying over a 4'2" man. I'm not crying over a 90-year-old man. That's just me. Now, 6'5" dude, working class with an East Coast accent, with great lashes, maybe. But Rumpelstiltskin, the devil is a liar. Anyway, if you were just here for the review ends now. Now we're going to get into the chit chatter. What did you guys think about this review? What did you think about this last episode? Let's talk about it. You can agree, disagree, whatever. Let's get into it. What? Wait a minute. I done saw a lie here. Jamal O. Shannon has a net worth of $20 million based on $1 million listings. LA. There is not too much desirable real estate. This could be why she is renting. Why buy now when Bravo is essentially paying for half a year's rent? Jamal, Shannon ain't worth $20 million. Not the way she be diving for $1. David, she's not. Now, is David worth $20 million? Absolutely. That might be, you might have saw an old estimate of when she was married, because she said it. She never worked. David had all the money. Shannon does not come from like pedigree. So David, when her and David met, they were both broke, but I guess he got into whatever work he does and he became very successful in it. I think he does real estate. So I think he became very successful in it, and she actually got a huge settlement from him. So I think she gets $33,000 a month in alimony on top of child support, and then she also got either $1.3 million from him or $3 million in him in the divorce settlement. So she got a couple million from him in the settlement, and then she gets $33,000 a month in alimony, and she also gets child support. What kind of money David got? Child. Sorry, Shannon, but he fine and he got enough money to pay you $3 million and $33,000 a month. What's his Instagram? Let me stop. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know. But listen, I'm not gonna be the one up there lying and being like, "Oh my goodness, it was love at first sight." No, he fine and he got money. That's why I was in them DMs. Listen, when you find a fine man with money, whew, girl, don't let him go. I'm not even gonna say what y'all done call Harry, but y'all picking up what I'm putting down about that couple. Listen, Bronwyn and that man. Let's talk real. There are a lot of couples out there like that. I'm telling you guys, this is not abnormal. This is not abnormal. They come together and just make it work. Oh, Connor, you think so? You think Coke? Well, you know what? Wealthy people love Coke, so maybe. Alicia, don't put that on Jesus. He has been through enough. Thank you, Gina. It's available. I don't know if you guys know this, but I know this because I've been on Section 8. But every apartment complex has to have, it does depend on which city you're in, though. But I know for LA, every apartment complex that we have out here has to have like a couple of apartments dedicated to Section 8, dedicated to low income renters. Every apartment out here in LA has to do that. Listen, I was looking for some, okay? They said, oh my goodness, you make too much money. No, I don't, girl. No, I don't. Let me have this apartment so I can survive. You don't think that David is fine? Oh, David is cute. David is cute. That olive skin with that white hair. Put me up in a condo, Daddy. Let me stop. Child, could you? What about joining the OC cast as David's young black woman? Oh, the fights me and Shannon would get into. Lana Rose said mobility is important to them. Also, maintenance on those type of homes is expensive. That's very true. That's very true. But this is a show about wealth. All of these women have to have coins. I said that the ladies in OC and a lot of the other ladies on other shows are renters, right? But I think it's because a lot of them are trying to keep up with the Joneses. I think that a lot of these ladies are not making the money they protest. I really, really do. We'll see it later on down the line. We'll see, blogs coming out talking about bankruptcy filings and tax issues. Baby, $20 million. Jamal, where you hear that from? Jamal said, at least Bronwyn didn't break out sticky notes from her purse. Y'all, Kimberly, Gypsy Rose mama. Yes, y'all know who I'm talking about. Polish and Pugs is here. See, Polish and Pugs, she misses Vicky too. Oh, I want to whoop it up. Yeah, she's fun. Guys, this is what I told y'all, right? This to me would have made a good season. Keep Vicky as the main cast member. Make Tamara a friend of the show. Bring back the investigator extraordinaire herself, Megan King Edmonds. I got a package. Thank you. What? No, thank you. You know what? Lauren, can you get me something to drink? Sorry, that was my assistant. But bring back Megan King Edmonds because I think she has a very interesting story. I forget her name, but she just had a child with that guy. Who was that guy? He was the guy that started out dating Joe, but then he became broke. She just had a baby with him. Make her a friend of the show. See how she, auditions with the viewers again. Bring back Joe. Who else? I like Elizabeth. Keep Elizabeth. Shannon, friend of the show. Bring back Heather and keep Kelly. That is a good cast right there. You are going to get maybe a little drink thrown. You're going to get some shade, some gossiping. Those ladies will give you a season. This group, this ragtag group of housewives, none of them fit. None of them work together. It's not interesting. It's not interesting at all. But I think those ladies, the main cast members, Vicky, Megan, Elizabeth, Heather, Kelly, and Joe. Friend of the show, Tamara. Who's the girl that sells those purses? And we need one more friend. No, those two are going to be friends of the show. And everybody else will work itself out. Yeah, that's what I like. That's a good cast. Shannon Devan said, I don't believe that Shannon said that sad part. Small, yes, but can't picture the sad part. I can see that, Shannon Devan, but I do think they were making jokes about the girl's home. They were making jokes about her condo. I do see them doing that. You brought me a new drink. Thank you. That's my assistant, Lauren, guys. Suck off. Thanks, Lauren. Oh gosh, it's nice to have help. It's nice to have help. But I do think they were talking trash about Gina's condo. Chrissy, I think that Shannon was defensive because she knew it wasn't on camera, so she won't have a little flashback. But I think they were talking crap about that girl's home, and Shannon got mad at Bronwyn because she knows that Shannon don't have no protection. So Shannon's just like, why are you making drama for me with these women when you know I have to build and mend and, you know, get in a good place? Sorry, Navient. So, so that's what I think that she was doing. Gina Maxey, do you know? Does anybody know what Bronwyn husband does? Because they got an army of children, 2 nannies. They're renting this home, which it can't be less than 16,000 a month, right? And then they're spending all of this money to decorate it. That first of all, their taste, their home decor, tacky, tacky. This is our this is our nightclub. Look at the sign. Cheers to bad choices. Bring Joe back, please. Joe or Vicky, please. Oh my goodness. QK said, I'm just waiting for the OC to be canceled. It always seems like that's going to happen every season. I'm telling you, the only shows that I think on Bravo that are safe is The Real Housewives of Atlanta, The Real Housewives of New York, and Below Deck. Any version of Below Deck. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, did I tape Southern Charm? Does it? Oh, it comes on tonight, right? Oh, it comes on tonight. So I'll do a live tomorrow for Southern Charm, and then I'll do a live that evening for Love After Lockup. She does. Jimmy G, Shannon seems very relaxed and happy because she's getting attention from a man. Like that's the attention that she's getting from this guy. She always wanted from David, or she used to have from David, but now she's getting this attention that she's wanted, and she likes that somebody is, you know, interested in her and, you know, loving on her. On camera and off camera. You know what I mean? I think Shannon is, you know, living her best life knowing that David, although he's probably not, is watching this man love on her on TV. When he was on TV, not interested in her at all. Oh, Lord, Marie 91. Shannon the band, thank you so much. Thank you, and Lauren. Yeah, Miss GG88. I was like, Shannon, why is this man in your business? Why are you inviting him into your business so early? Even if you marry the dude, keep that mess separate. You know about messy divorces. Yes, right now, Debbie, you know what I mean? Like Debbie said, agreed, Nikki. Shannon needs to leave her boyfriend and her daughter out of her business, excuse me, out of her business affairs. Absolutely agree. Like it's too soon. OC has turned into Survivor. QK is on it. He never passed the bar. He never passed the bar, Chrissy. Oh yeah, they were talking about now maybe Gina didn't say that the place was sad, Josie. Maybe she never said that it was sad, but they were talking about her home. Like, come on. Listen, even if you're a good person, right? You're a nice person, you never say anything bad about anybody. When you get with your girlfriends, I don't know what it is about us, but we get shady. We get shady and we start saying some things like, oh my goodness, child. Thank God that baby looked like its mother. You know, and you would never say that to the person. You would never say that in public. But you know, your conversations get a little spicy. You know what I mean? That ain't for public consumption. Because you can say these things at kitchen table, but you know nobody will ever hear it because you're discussing it with your girlfriends who you feel safe with. I think that's what they were doing. And Shannon was real pissed that that conversation left Bronwyn's kitchen and, you know, reached the rest of the group. Hey, Order Steps. Shannon's good for the show. She's good for TV. But I think she kind of lost herself in the Trace Amigas. When she came on first, her first season on, I loved her. She wouldn't let nobody talk crap about her or nothing. When she got involved, when she no longer became Shannon, she became the Trace Amigas. It was just like, this ain't interesting. Okay. She's my assistant, Chrissy. Navient stays calling. But you know what, Miss Gigi88, I want to face them today. I know I said I was going to face them before. I'm like, I'm just going to face it. What do you guys want? I don't have it. It's a pandemic. So what are we going to do? Oh, God, Biden, please cancel these loans. Please. We don't have it. And there's no way they should have let a freaking 17-year-old sign a contract for $50,000. Y'all know I have it. Sign a loan agreement for $50,000. Well, it started out as 30, but child, inflation. Oh, Chrissy, whose home is $20,000 a month? Not Shannon. It better not be Shannon. That is not a wise decision. I hope it's Bronwyn and that husband. Somebody asked who has the worst decor, Bronwyn or Giselle from the Real Housewives of Potomac. It's a tie. It's a tie, guys. It is a tie. That was the only nice thing about that home, Jimmy G. That fireplace in the bedroom, because that was cozy. I was like, well, I would like to do that. Don't be booed up with your husband, looking at the fireplace, talking about the kids, while looking outside, watching the trees turn from green to orange. I can't wait to live in my East Coast home with my East Coast husband. Oh, Shannon Van, Below Deck and the Real Housewives of Atlanta and New York is holding that network together. I can't believe people are watching Below Deck like that. They love that show. Tony said, but Nikki, from the first episode when Shannon got Gina's house tour, I could tell that was going to be a problem. She was putting her, oh, yes, yes, Tony. Remember when she said, it's small, but she owns it. You renting. I can't listen. I don't ever talk about anybody's home that they own because I'm paying. You know what I mean? I'm a renter. I just feel like that's out of my that's not on my level. I can't say nothing to an owner. Not right now. When I own my car, it ain't much, but I own it. You know what I mean? So if you leasing, then maybe me and you could get into a little something, right? But when somebody's a homeowner, I'm like, okay, girl, do your thing. Nope, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, owner. I'm renting. What I got to say about that? Unless it's the decor. I feel like if you show me the decor of your home, then I got the right to say something. Cheers to bad choices. Why you got a clubhouse in this home with all them damn kids? That's what I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about that. That part of Bronwyn would be very interesting. I want to see. Oh, somebody said something about the Trace Amigas. Hold on, the comments jump. Hate to say it, but the Trace Amigas needed to be broken up. They did. They were annoying, but the ladies left. They allowed them to make that space and leave it vacant. So when you're watching this show, you're just like, oh God, can somebody say they want to whoop it up? Something. Thank you, Miss Gigi. Simply Simone, I used to leave the we're talking about Navi now. Simply Simone, I used to answer my phone and then take some paper. A mess. I would take some paper and crumple it up over my mic, and then I would hang up. And then when they would try to reach me again, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm having some issues. A mess. I ain't got it. I could put something on it. It's a tie, guys. It is a tie between Giselle and Bronwyn. Come on, Bravo. Please give us the all-star show that we have been asking for. Cancel The OC. What other show can go? I hate to say it. Jersey. I feel like there's nothing else to talk about with the Jersey Girls. We've lived through everything. There's nothing else that they have going on. I'd be interested to see what this trailer is going to look like. But for where I'm standing right now, Jersey and the OC can go. With that, you can replace what will be missing from those shows, an all-star show, some kind of show. Just call it Girls Trip. Call it Girls Trip and just have all of the housewives who are looking for work or who have been, not cast, who are not currently cast on the show, put them in a house together and, just make it make it a summer house situation. You know what I mean? For this time where like 6 or so weeks or so, these ladies are going to be on a girls trip traveling to somewhere. Let's do something like that. If not, you have to do a drastic recasting of all of your shows because the formula that you had a decade ago, almost 20 years ago, is no longer working for today. And that makes sense, but you've got to do something else. You've got to come up with something better. Oh, Dallas can go too. But you know what, QK? I haven't watched it. So I need to take that back. I've never watched Dallas, but it just wasn't, excuse me, from what I've seen, it wasn't interesting to me. Jimmy, I haven't liked Jersey for a long time. I think it's because Teresa is not as violent as she used to be. I miss Teresa from Paterson, New Jersey. I think she's still on probation. When Teresa gets off of probation, maybe Teresa from Paterson, New Jersey will come back and then I'll be interested. But I'm not interested in them anymore. I like Melissa Gorga as a person. I'm over her on this show. What has Melissa brought to the show? What? Melissa's cute and fun. But what else is going on in her life? All we have is that husband who I love the fact that he just, he looks at her and he just wants to have sex with her every day. Who doesn't want that? Especially as a wife, like, oh my goodness. Okay, but it's just like, we get it. Oh, you're so sexy. I just want to. She's unstopped. We've had so many seasons of that. I'm over it. What else are y'all doing? Are we going to talk about how Joe is scamming on Instagram about these houses that he is not selling or saying that he rebuilt? Or, are we going to talk about that this season? If not, let the Gorgas be friends of the show. We need somebody else. Please, can we get a what? Can we get an Afro-Latina from Jersey who owns a nail salon? You know what I mean? Whose husband is doing a bid right now, and we see her putting money on his books. Can we get that? You know what I mean? Can we get a sister from Orange, New Jersey, who's a real estate developer or a politician's wife? Something. This show, Jersey, revolves around Teresa Giudice and her family. I'm sick of her whole family. Let's put her in a cast of new people. Like, I will, if we're going to revamp Jersey, keep Teresa. She's good. But let's put her in a cast of new people. Because I'm sick of her in-laws, her cousins, a friend of a cousin, a cousin from far away, an uncle, a sister she never knew she had. I'm sick of Teresa's family. I just want Teresa and whoever else they could find. Ciao. Give me a homemaker from Newark, okay? Give me that. But if not, I'm done with Jersey. Oh, Soprano too, because I know several people who got that surgery, and you can't. It's unclockable. It's unclockable. Again, if I didn't keloid, if this didn't happen to me every time I got cut, I would get it. I would get it so hard, and I'd be naked all the time. I'd be on a deep V-neck doing these reviews. You're like, oh my goodness, Nikki, can you cover up? Girl, no, absolutely not. Let me stand up and show y'all my new butt. I would do it in a heartbeat. Thank you, Jimmy. I will watch the hell out of that show. Girls Trip by Bravo, baby. Oh, Tony, how can I find the Real Housewives of Johannesburg? I saw a clip of that and I was like, I'm in, but I can't find it anywhere on the internet. Yeah, it's time. Jersey and OC can go for me. For me. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where my thing at? Oh, we got a what? Okay. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. We got a super chat from Chrissy. Chrissy says, I love you, Nikki. I love you too, Chrissy. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yes. Shannon is in. Don't leave me. But come on, girl. You know that Jersey is tired. You may love the characters, but Jersey is tired. I would say keep Teresa and Black Dolores. But if Black Dolores says, I don't want her to talk about that ex-husband or that current boyfriend who was paying her dust, or that son that's the bodybuilder. He's cute, but he gives us nothing. Nothing. None of that. Those are the only two I want to come back. Everybody else can be a friend of the show. I know, Miss Gigi. See, Miss Gigi 88 says, I know it's boring, but I would be sad to see OC go. Right? Because they started it. The OC basically started Bravo. So I get it. I would miss the OC too, but it would just be because of nostalgia, right? Not because they're doing anything today that makes me want them to have another season. See, I can never get into Dallas. I never could. We need Tree back. They keep on bringing back Tardy for the Party, Chrissy. I don't know who's watching it. I don't know who's watching it. Oh, so did they officially cancel Vanderpump Rules? I think if they cancel Vanderpump Rules, it's because they're going to do a new kind of Vanderpump Rules, and it's just going to be called Tom Toms. That's what I think. I think they're going to focus on Tom Toms now, because I also think that Sir is closing, guys. Sir has been closed basically the entire pandemic, and then it was open for like a couple weeks, and then it closed again. So I don't know. Pump is still open. Let me tell you something. Every other city in LA closed and Cali closed. Not West Hollywood. West Hollywood was still jumping. Okay. Oh, I liked Miami. Why did they cancel Miami? I actually like them. Who was selling Planter Bay? Who was selling fake LV in her shop? Are we talking about Lisa Vanderpump or Louis Vuitton? Oh yeah, I don't know why Tardy keeps on coming back. I don't know what Kim has on Andy, but I don't get it. Yes, like the video. Give your girl some likes, guys. Soprano 2, sometimes. Not all. Can you believe she still has to audition? Insane. The top black actresses that I have seen in auditions, it's so insulting. I'm like, you still have to audition? You got a freaking Emmy and an Oscar nomination. Why are you auditioning? It's Hollywood for you. Oh, Debbie H, I would love that. Now, if the Jersey cast brings in Drita, now we got a show. Drita from Mob Wives, if they bring her in, then I'm tuning in, because then we would have a show. Oh, but she's in New York. Isn't she in Staten Island? Girl, get out of Staten Island and move to Jersey. You can get more bang for your buck. Oh, there was a Vancouver. Shannon Van. I didn't know there was a Vancouver season of Housewives. Oh, Sheena is pregnant. Wow. By who? Not by that 25-year-old. But you know what is Sheena? Oh, really? Simply Simone. Simply Simone said they canceled Miami because they were too violent with each other. Wow. Everybody says I love Melbourne. Did they cancel Melbourne? Oh, they don't air it in the US. See, that's the thing. I want to watch the Australia one and I want to watch Johannesburg. QK. Listen, you're right though. Oh, Toronto. Pink Petals, I think in her, as she gets older, I think she's calming down a bit because after the police raided her home and found, coke and guns, and she thought she was going to go to prison for a long time, she has chilled. I don't see her getting into anything with anybody on the show. I see her talking, but I don't see her doing, get up, Karen. Can I just say the Mob Wives? That show, when it was good, it was great. It was such an awesome show. Drita walked into that scene running, dropped her purse and said, "Get up, Karen." I love her. Drita and Tiffany Pollard, Miss New York, they are the two greatest reality TV stars of all time, in my opinion. Those two women, whoo, they built a brand, a franchise. Unforgettable. Vicky and Steve broke up. Oh no. Well, you know what? She was a little too forward for him. She was trying to make him do stuff he wasn't comfortable with. I think Steve would have just been happy with being with Vicky without being married. And I don't think that would have been what Vicky wanted. She kind of forced that engagement. Oh. See, she'll probably be great now, single. Vanderpumps. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about that Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. Let me watch it again. It's been a while. What am I doing? Season what? Season 13? I think it's 13. Oh. All right, let's watch it. We're on Bravo. Let's watch it. Oh, Bravo, please don't give me them freaking. Uh-uh. I have an ad. Let's talk while I have this ad. Mob Wives, Pink Petals, Mob Wives was such a good show. Such a good show. Me too. That's what happened after Big Ange. Hold on. Where's the volume? Turn off the camera so you can actually Portia looks great. Your wig on tight, boo. You gotta do a nasty old picture. Pop it, bitch, no. I will quarantine a bitch. Drew is a friend of mine that's moved from LA. Hey. I bring the flavor to Atlanta. Don't for me, I'm from Chicago, bitch. Me and my husband, we've almost been divorced. He left and didn't tell me where he was. For like 3 days. I still don't know where you were. I was always accessible. Where did you go? Drew was from YouTube, right? And if that looks like everyone turning up in astronaut suits, so be it. I love you. I don't feel like you receive my emotions properly. If I can't have it, Mike, then we can pull over and get married now. You done with this? Riley's dad been owing child support. He made millions of dollars. You just took it upon yourself to say, "Her, I ain't paying her." He hadn't paid child support in 10 years. He ain't a hood rat. How about that? Oh my God! Rihanna. Why they have guns in
with y'all peaceful protesters. It could have happened to any of us. And that's why complacency is not something we have the right to live in no more. Fight in the system.
All right, Portia.
Kenya got her groove back. Kenya has taken her under her wings like a little sister. She really want to fly that route? She's saying that she doesn't want me to come. Do y'all know about this? I know nothing about it.
We're breaking the fourth wall.
What do y'all do with y'all with? He has tried to make this work, but unfortunately, we are just speaking different languages. He filed for divorce.
And he's asking for alimony.
You really think he's going to fight you over custody? Don't tell me what I cannot do with my child.
Woo!
I'm hearing sex noises coming from a bedroom. It wasn't a sex party. Really good. Who said that? She's making disparaging comments about me and you involving a stripper. Wow, I'm over this. What happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon.
This is why these women deserve to get every coin they ask Bravo for. That trailer, I didn't see the full thing. I saw a clip of it. I didn't know it was longer than that. So yeah, I'm glad I watched it. This is why they're the number one show on Bravo. I'm excited. I'm excited now. I'm excited for Atlanta. Oh gosh, is Portia going to move on from Dennis? Listen, let me tell you something. Watching this show, you don't know that Dennis is that dude, right? When you go to Atlanta, I'm just like, okay, I can see why you wanted to have a baby by him because listen, he got businesses all over Atlanta. Dennis is doing good. Dennis is doing good. Now, this is going to be a good season. Nene, they might not need you back. We'll see. It's still early. Now, is the new girl, is she from YouTube? She looks familiar. Is she from YouTube? Portia Luther King. Listen, it's in our blood, y'all. It's in our blood. Latoya is from YouTube. Is that Latoya Forever? Is that who that is? Good for her. Good for her. You went from YouTube to the number one show on Bravo. Baby, keep on working. You'll be getting $2 million an episode. Good for you. Good for you. You know who the Real Housewives of Dallas needs? Rachel. Rachel from The Bachelorette. But she not moving back to Texas anytime soon. But that'd be a nice little integration. Oh yeah, Nene in that show. She's that show. It just looks so cheap and not well thought out. Not well thought out. Nisha, she absolutely did. She absolutely did. Jenny Love, I hope not. Jenny Love said it's going to be boring. It's just a trailer. I hope not, because that's what happens every season. Unlike OC, I saw the trailer and I was just like, oh, it's going to be dry boobs. It's going to be dry boobs. They're not going to have anything to talk about. But Atlanta, that looked good. I was excited for it. And somebody was just like, oh, Nikki, you're wrong about Cynthia. She's not trying to rush this wedding so that she could get the show to pay for it or have it air on the show. Well. It looks like the wedding is going to be on this season. I know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm talking about. Good for Latoya. From YouTube to Bravo. Work, sis. Work. Do what you got to do. That is a good show. 2 to 3 million views an episode. Girl, is she going to keep YouTube? She better keep YouTube. I would double them checks. Mama. Smart move. Good for you. You got a good team. Who is Drew? The stripper is not Drew. And I can't believe this. Were they in a sex dungeon? What the hell is, oh Lord, these ladies. Oh, that's Latoya Forever. Good for her. Let's see what she's doing. Let me check her because I've never seen her YouTube. Latoya Forever. Her name came right up. 1.40. What is this? 45? 1 million, 1 million and then some subscribers. Good for her. I hope she keeps this YouTube. When is the last time she posted? Wait, no, this ain't the same girl. No, that's a different girl. Oh, wait. Is Latoya Forever the one that Kenya was just like, I got a crush on you? Then who's the new girl who says she's from Chicago? I'm confused. But either way, if y'all both from YouTube, keep this channel. Keep your channel and get double the checks. Oh, it's a vlog channel. Is this a vlog family channel or a mommy channel? What's she do on this show? On her YouTube? It seems to be a lot. Oh, she husband and wife. She's married. So it's a vlog family channel, right? Let me know. I'm just making this up. I've never seen it. I think it's a mommy channel. Girl, keep it. Keep it. Keep that channel. Keep that channel. Don't worry, Alicia. I'm about to put this up. It's okay. Who is Drew? Is Drew the stripper? And is the new girl from Chicago who said, B, I'm from Chicago. Is she from YouTube as well? Nisha, listen. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna talk about that baby and her surgery. I'm not. I can't. I can't. Latoya, listen. If this girl works, if she does what she needs to do, Nene was getting 2 mil an episode and was asking for more. Oh, so Simply Simone said Latoya was supposed to have a peach, but her soon-to-be ex-husband wouldn't let them film her kids. Listen, these ladies who are having husbands who are stopping their shine or exes, break them off some money. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, listen, if you let the kids film, so I can be full time, I'll, give you part of my check. I'll lie and be like, oh, I'm only getting paid, 10K an episode. Can I give you 3? Knowing good and well I'm getting like 50. You know what I mean? Like, break them off some money. So which one is Latoya? Is Latoya the one that Kenya said she had a crush on? And is the B and it's, I feel like the girl from Chicago is a YouTuber as well. Who is, oh wait, Drew isn't the stripper. Drew is the girl who said I'm from Chicago. Oh, that's why she looks familiar. Drew is from White Chick. She played the girlfriend. Oh, okay. Well, do what you got to do. I don't know. It's a bigger deal when a YouTuber gets a job like that, but like from movies to Housewives, listen, do what you got to do, girl. I hope you are able to flip this opportunity better than Nene. The TLC movie, she played What? Why is she? Oh, what happened? Why are you on this show? She looks a lot older too. Oh wait, see, okay. Chrissy said this. Cynthia definitely forced the wedding. It was salty when Bravo decided not to film because of COVID. Okay, because I saw some pictures and there was a camera crew there. So maybe that camera crew was just for her memories, for that they hired to film the wedding. I thought that was Bravo. Oh, okay. Well, good for Latoya. Good for Latoya. Drew, I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. Listen, there's not a lot of opportunities for Black actresses. I will say that. It's not a lot of work. Listen, I've been on TV and I'm on YouTube, okay? But I wasn't a series regular. You know what I mean? I'm still breaking. I felt like Drew kind of broke. But yeah, I can understand it, sis. I can understand. I hope she talks about the film industry and the TV industry and her struggle and like what happened. And I hope she's able to flip it into greater opportunities for herself. I would do movies and films and TV series and, do whatever opportunity I got from this show, but I wouldn't leave that show. I would not leave Atlanta. Now, if I was on the OC, as soon as I got a TV show, I would be out. But if I'm on Atlanta, I'm never leaving that check. Nene messed up big time. I would never leave that check. The devil is a liar. Bolo, QK, what you about to get me in? What you about to get me in? I feel like you about to get me into some mess. Bolo. Hold on. QK want me to look up Bolo. This is the stripper. Portia. I cannot even show you guys. I can't believe that. I hope they did not sleep with this man. You know what? I'm saved. I refuse. What was that? What? Ladies, ain't no way you got aroused by that. He is like, there's literally the video I was watching, he's literally like draped in this like tablecloth outfit with his butt out. Ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all got excited with him. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The way that grown man was dressed. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, Nene messed that check up. I feel bad for her. She messed that check up. I don't think she was the highest paid on the show. I think that Candy was. But I'm like, if I'm getting $2 million a season. No, was she getting $2 million an episode? No, she was getting $2 million a season. For $2 million for 6 months worth of work. You're a fool. And I feel for you, mama, but you're a fool for messing up that bag. A fool. Oh, poor Latoya. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all said this is, oh, poor Latoya. Get that man some of that money from this show. Tony, I hope Atlanta is not about that threesome with that. Ugh. Ew. If y'all go to his Instagram, ew. Ew. Who wants a man that does the tick? Get out of here. In a tablecloth ensemble. I would be looking at my man like, if you don't sit down and go build a house. That Nene show that she did, it's just, oh, sis, I felt so bad for her. I was like, where's your team? Why didn't anybody tell you this was a bad idea? She was doing really well. Oh, because of COVID. She had this like all-female comedy tour that she was doing that was doing really well. I tried to get my mom tickets. It sold out within minutes. She was doing really well with that. But I guess because of COVID, that shut down. But man, that was hard to watch. It was really hard to watch. Ooh, how the mighty have fallen. Tanya, I hope, Tanya, girl, you so much better than that. I hope that you didn't really get into the gutter with Portia and that stripper. Oh gosh, this is why I told you she needs to do the Real Housewives of Silicon Valley. Girl, you would kill on that show. Why are you slumming in Atlanta? Not that Atlanta is a slum. I'm talking about the show. Because I'm moving there. I don't want to have no beef with my neighbors. Oh, okay. Thank you, Simply Simone. Simply Simone said Bravo didn't film Cynthia's wedding, but they're using the footage from her videographer. So the videographer is getting a coin. Go ahead, boy or girl. Oh, I hope not. I hope this whole season is not going to be about that. I listen. I get that stuff happens on the show. My only issue is that they focus on that one thing and like that's it for the rest of the season. And if we have like 22 episodes, I don't want 22 episodes of a threesome. We need to talk about something else. Like with Orange County, they're probably going to give us 15 episodes of Gina's house being small. Cancel it, Andy, or recast it. I knew Drew looked familiar. Wow. What is she doing on reality TV? And as an ensemble member at that part, at that, I hope she tells us what's going on. Because actress to actress, I'm concerned. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, what happened? Maybe she just had a. Is she a mom? I don't know. I don't know. I needed to know what's going on with Drew. I hope Nene really humbles herself and comes back. She needs it. That reading session. First of all, I'm not gay, but that was offensive. Okay, girl, yes, queen, work. I was like, what is this? We are going to read. I was uncomfortable. I was like, this is offensive. This is offensive to me, and I'm straight. I know the gay community was just like, girl, what? It was shade. It made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't like it, Nene. I hope, listen, nothing wrong with groveling. Nothing wrong with groveling, especially if you messed up. Do what you have to do. Apologize to Andy. Babysit his kid a couple times, and then get back on that show. Because what else you got going on, mama? That read session was terrible. Terrible. And also, how old is Drew? Because I know she played T-Boz, but she played T-Boz as like a teen and then up to a woman. And she was a whole woman in White Chicks. And that movie was a long time ago. Drew, how old are you? 2 million an episode, y'all. 2 million. Fumbled it. Hold on, comments are jumping. Oh, Tony, I hope you're right about that. So Tony said Tanya wasn't the one who was a part of the threesome. She was in Canada when it happened. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the fame definitely got to Nene's head, and she just became, violent and problematic, and nobody could work with her. I knew it was over for her when she beat up that producer on TV, and then she choked that cameraman out. I was just like, ooh, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work for you, mama. Oh, you Ryan, you watched it? Or were you talking about my video? Because Bolo was a part of Vivica Fox's Black Chocolate. Was it called Black Chocolate or Black Magic? She has some kind of stripper review in Vegas, a black stripper review in Vegas. I think it was black dark chocolate or black chocolate, something. Oh, QK said he is massive down south, so he is a hot commodity. Okay. QK really think I'm gonna like Bolo. Yes, guys, like the video. Also, Drew is working. Good for her. How does she have time to film this show? Hopefully, they work around her schedule. Because I'm like, this show demands a lot. If you're full time, the only person who was full time who was able to get away with all that traveling was Garcelle, because Bravo was trying to save Beverly Hills. I don't know if it worked, but they needed somebody black, and they reached out to her, and she was just like, at first she didn't want to do it, and then she was just like, I don't know if I'll be available because I have a lot of stuff going on. But Bravo agreed to everything that she had going on, and they were just like, okay, we know you're not going to be here, but we want you on the show. So she's been booked and busy, and now she's going to be full-time on the Real. So I don't know how much she's going to film with Beverly Hills, but maybe they'll do the same thing with Drew, allow her to be gone a lot and do her show, or her bookings. Hopefully they will allow that for her. But yeah, good luck to Drew. Good luck, because she could really flip this into something huge. And even when you get something huge, Drew, don't leave this show, because the entertainment industry is fickle. It's fickle, girl. Did we? What? You know what? We have Dylan. We have Mob Wives Chicago. We didn't have the Housewives of Chicago. I would love that. Listen, I'm from Philly. I would love the Real Housewives of Philly. There will be fights. Don't come to this saying, "Oh my goodness, we don't do that." They fighting in Philly. They are fighting in Philly. Politician wives are fighting in Philly. Yeah, see, that's the same thing that happened with Potomac, guys. That fight is taking over everything, because that's the most interesting thing that happened. I think they really need to audition the ladies every season, and always have somebody in the wing waiting to take their spot. If they don't have anything interesting, and there's nothing wrong with that, don't penalize them. Be like, yeah, you're still in the running for next season, but right now, this person has a lot going on, and we think they'll give us a great season. You're in a good place. Come back when you got some issues. Yeah, Tanya has been gone, Lady Virgo, because she's in a relationship. You know what I mean? And these rumors are starting, and it's out there now. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, a lie travels faster and farther than the truth. So she's probably trying to fix her relationship. Oh, Drew has 3 kids. Good for her. Mom, wife, working in the TV and film industry, is now on a hit reality TV show. Go ahead, Drew. I'm happy for Drew and Latoya. I like them. I hope they bring it, though. Listen, I'm always excited about new people coming on the show, but if you don't deliver, Leah McSweeney delivered. But I knew she was going to deliver, because I knew her outside of that show. So I knew she was going to deliver in New York. I hope you guys deliver. Latoya looked a little nervous in the trailer, in her scenes with Kenya. And that comes with it, right? If you're not used to doing something like that, you will be a little stiff. I hope she loosens up throughout the season. Oh, it's Terrell Hicks. Yes. Danielle Staub, I liked her, but I liked her for Jersey back in the day. Today, she just didn't work out with this cast. She doesn't know how to chill. Danielle was just flying off the handle all the time. And it became exhausting to watch. And I know it was exhausting for the other ladies. So they band together and was just like, we don't want her here. And Teresa, you're the only reason why she's on this show. So either you get rid of her, or we'll ice you out. And Teresa said, I need this check. Bye, Danielle. Tinsley could be in what? What is it? Oh yes, Pink Petals. You're right. The Real Housewives of Chicago. Oh, Tinsley could definitely lead that out. Maybe that's what they're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if she's doing something like that. Tinsley. I like Tanya as well. I don't find her annoying. I personally like her. I don't think she fits this show. I think she's a Silicon Valley wife, in my opinion. I would love to have a show in San Francisco. Love to. San Francisco is beautiful. There are wealthy people there because you just can't be. There's no the middle class in San Francisco is upper class. You know what I mean? That is a very wealthy place. And I just feel like Tanya would be so good there. She would be a great person to lead out that cast. Now, those broads, they will show us money. They won't be renting. They won't be renting in San Francisco. What you hear? It's getting canceled, Alicia. I can't wait for Salt Lake. I like the Potomac cast, even with Wendy. I like the Potomac cast because I want, especially the shows, the housewife shows that are all black. I love, I love that they. Wendy is annoying me, right? She annoyed me last episode. I still liked her for the show, but what I love most about her is that she is a black woman who is not African American, because she brings a different culture and perspective to this show, because this show is supposed to represent the ones that have an all black cast, affluent black women in a certain area. All black women are not African American. All black women are not straight. All black women are, not married to black men. So I want these shows to have a variety of black women. I think it would be very interesting for the world to see, just a varied idea of what a black woman is. So that's what I really like about Wendy. I like that for Latoya Forever. She's a YouTuber. She is a single mom who is going through a divorce. She is from Toronto, so she's bringing, not it's international, right? But she's bringing a different culture to the show, because I don't know if she's African American or if she's Caribbean American. I think that's the right terminology. I don't know if she's that, but she's not. She's a different kind of black woman, and I like that. Oh, Mimi Nick just said something amazing, and I totally agree. I want to see the Real Housewives of New Orleans. I would love that. Love that. New Orleans, North Carolina. There's so many places where black women are, where it's just like, or just, women in general. And I think we can really focus on them. I think it will be okay to cancel some shows and then start some new ones. You know what I mean? And different places, New Orleans, North Carolina. I would, like I keep on saying, I would love to see Philly. It would be interesting to see some, housewives in Maine. Um, where else? What else would be interesting? San Francisco. I already said San Francisco. I think it's a missed opportunity for them to not have a cast in San Francisco. What do you guys think? I gave my places. What do you guys think? Oh, is DC coming back? QK Andy really hated DC. He said it was too political. So I don't know. I don't know. He said too many people were, because they were into politics, they were, really worried about their image, and they weren't giving a good show. Me too, Miss Gigi 88. Vegas. The Real Housewives of Las Vegas. That is a great idea, Jimmy. Oh, I would love to say that. I will. Vegas and New Orleans. The Real Housewives of Vegas. Baby. Oh, you're right, Gina. Hurricane season will put the show on hold. So they would have to film outside of hurricane season. Okay, so Simply Simone said Latoya's family is Trinidadian and they immigrated to Toronto. Her husband is also Nigerian. Great. So she brings the same thing that Tanya brings in a different way. And that's great because that's the thing. Like, there are Black women who are from the islands. There are Black women who are British, and we're all over. We're all over, and I would love to see a variety of us represented on a TV show like this, just to see how we all come together as women. Oh, Ryan Reigns, Basketball Wives is coming back. Basketball Wives is coming back, but there won't be any Tammy, and there won't be. I think there's another person not coming back. I think Jackie is coming back. Jackie, Evelyn. Oh, the only everybody's coming back except for Jennifer and Tammy. So Jennifer and Tammy will not be returning. Oh, Latoya's husband is Somalian. All right. All right. All right, Tony. Lamar Odom's ex-wife will be on Basketball Wives. The mother of his children. SCP, are you talking about Basketball Wives or the Real Housewives of DC? Well, listen, Lifestyle with Abby, I heard that because of the whole colorism drama last season, that Shawnee is coming on the show with a different approach. So the show may look different and it may be a bit more positive than it has been because the colorism issue with OG almost got that show canceled. Oh, Real Housewives of Nashville. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Oh, Simply Simone, that's great. So Lamar Odom's ex-wife and the mother of his children is going to be on that show, Basketball Wives. Interesting. Oh, there's going to be a Married to Medicine DC. Do y'all think LA is coming back? Married to Medicine LA? Married to Medicine LA is not doing well at all. OG Funky Junk 301, OG is coming back. Everybody except for Tammy and Jennifer is coming back. Oh, Ryan. I don't want to see the Real Housewives of Staten Island. No shade to Staten Island. I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. That was my issue with New York. I'm like, we only see Manhattan. You know what I mean? I want to see some housewives in Brooklyn. I want to see, some housewives who live in Hell's Kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, give me that. Give me some Bronx housewives. Ryan Reigns' Mob Wives was the best show. The best show. Oh, Houston. Oh, Simply Simone, that's good. The Real Housewives of Houston. Yes. Yes. I like that. But the thing about it is, if you bring back mob wives, Jazzy, it's just going to have to be old mob wives because the mob is essentially dead. You know what I mean? They're not doing it like they used to do back in the day. You know what I mean? When I grew up in Philly, there was always a dead mobster in the streets. That's it was just common. I don't know. It was just like everyday thing. Some mobster got shot, down in South Philly, and its body is laying in the street. Some mobsters getting pulled out of the ocean, like out of the Schuylkill, not the ocean. But it was just like that was how it was back in the day, but it's not like that anymore. A lot of them are incarcerated, strung out on heroin, or they're in the police department. So it's just gonna have to be some old mob wives or their children. That's gonna be the only thing. The gangsters are all in Florida and elderly, so they don't make the gangsters like they used to anymore. But back in the day, Them Italians were crazy. Oh my God. Every day on the news, I'm just like, oh gosh, somebody else is another Jimmy Ventura was shot dead 6 times in the head. And it's just like, this is normal. This is normal. And then during Christmas, they would give out like all these presents to kids in the hood. Child, I forget his name, but there was one mobster in Philly. He's still alive. He lives in Florida. He used to have this Christmas extravaganza every year, and he would just give out all of these toys, and everybody would take their kids down there and line them up and try to get a gift from him. He would be on TV just giving out gifts in Philly, and then like everybody knew he was responsible for like 6 deaths that week alone. It's a crazy time. Crazy time. Jazzy Go, Jazzy Go. Chasing Atlanta is my freaking show. Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas. They're currently filming a Chasing LA. That is my show. I love them all. And they're getting so much better. They're getting more money and views this season. So the quality of the show is getting better. I hope they keep the reunions the same way because them Chasing Atlanta reunions, baby. I hope they never leave YouTube. I know it'll be more money for them if they actually, are able to get the show on a network. But man, I feel like if they go to a network, the only network who I think will do Chasing Atlanta well is Logo. If they go anywhere else, it won't be the same show.
Joey Merlino.
Oh, Jerry Molino. Yeah. My mom gave me the name of the gangster, Joey Molino.
He's in Florida now.
He's in Florida now. She knows all the mob, the Philly mob tea. If you want it, my mom has it. Mom, can you give me some more to drink, please? Water, just water. Right. Thank you. That's my other assistant, guys, also known as Mom.
Okay.
Yeah, Joey Molino, who's currently in Florida. The loveliest gangster that Philly ever had. Love and Hip Hop is, I don't know if Love and Hip Hop is coming back because I know that they're having a really hard time filming during COVID. So I don't know. It may be one of those shows canceled because of COVID. However, Love and Hip Hop is like one of the guys. Love and Hip Hop does numbers. Did you guys know that? They do numbers. They bring VH1 a lot of money. So
and
I don't know.
You won't review them.
No, because what I used to review Love and Hip Hop, and my comment section got too violent for me. So no, I stuck with Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome. You're PA.
Miss Gigi 88 Chasing Atlanta premiered last night. I'll be watching it today. I love Dallas. I love Reese G. I love Reese G. The Real Housewives of Palm Beach in Arizona. I don't know, Rebecca. But again, I don't know nothing about Palm Beach or Arizona. I know Palm Beach got money, but I don't know. I don't know. I would love Chicago, and I would love to have Tinsley leading that out. But Jazzy, that's the only network that I trust with that show. Any other network would destroy it. But guys, we've been on here a minute. We've been chatting and chewing. Thank you so much for the likes. Keep them going. It is time for me to go. What show am I watching? About to watch Chasing Atlanta. Thank you, Jazzy Go. But tonight I'm going to watch Southern Charm, and I'll do a live for that tomorrow. So tomorrow's live will be what is going on in my throat? Tomorrow's live will be Southern Charm. I got a tickle. Little tickle. Southern Charm and Love at the Lockup. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. But it's been fun. I had a good time chatting with you guys. I told you the chat was going to be a lot more not important, but a lot more interesting than the review for OC because OC is just not doing it. Rebecca, I haven't watched Southern Charm NOLA. Did it get canceled or is it coming back? Oh yeah, Miss GG88. When I was reviewing Love and Hip Hop, the comment section was so violent, and I said, "Oh, we don't have this energy at NikkiStar TV." I immediately stopped. People were fighting me. People were fighting each other. Every time I got a notification, my nerves, I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, please don't let it be Love and Hip Hop." It was too much. That crowd ain't for me. That crowd ain't for me. I stick to my Housewives, my 90 Day Fiancés, and my Love at the Lockup. And now we're gonna get into Southern Charm. Southern Charm better not get buck, or I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yes, listen to Jimmy G. Hit the like button on your way out. Thing is, those kids have YouTube channels. Oh, it might be canceled. Who knows? But yes, guys, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me or whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for Southern Charm and Love at the Lockup. See you guys then. Love ya. Bye. Oh, we got to do our thing, right? Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Come out of the room. Oh, come out.